He didn't crash and basically gave away the position to Pagenaud, and I think you'll see Pagenaud just take off now.
Any chance we're seeing sprinkles on that side of the track? Hunter-Reay really struggling.
There's something going on here with Hunter-Reay. He's sawing at the wheel, so I don't know if he got pickup on his tires, but right now he's hanging on for dear life.
That's Max Chilton right behind him.
Something's going on. Look, he got really slow exit. Look, Chilton will be on push to pass now.
It's been a quiet, good run for Max Chilton today. Running in 7th, working on getting to 6th.
Is it possible that Hunter-Reay has a slow puncture from the earlier contact with Pagenaud?
Look at how slow he is through the apex there. So something definitely has happened with his car. Because look at Pagenaud, 3 corners, he's gone.
And look who's right back there. Maybe opportunities for positions for Helio Castroneves running in 8th. Right behind Chilton, right behind Ryan Hunter-Reay. Castroneves led the early moments of this race very impressively. He took the lead from 3rd to 1st in the first corner, but got a bad break when he had not pitted when the first yellow came out. That allowed those that had pitted to cycle past him.
And look who's all over the back of Castroneves now, Sebastian Saavedra. So Saavedra really in a shot here to finish top 5 or 6. We ride on board with Saavedra.
And his best career finish ever, I think, is 8th.
And so he's on the push to pass,
but maybe get that.
He just burned them all. Saavedra out of push to pass, out of Skittles, kids.
And you talk about push to pass as there's a move down in turn number 3, wheel to wheel, and Rahal gets the better of that. Now the situation, as you see now, a battle for Dixon picking up a position, and you mentioned that Saavedra ran out of push to pass. They told him actually not to use it. Remember, Sebastian Saavedra pitted early because he has to save some fuel. They said stay off of it until the end. He couldn't help himself. Unfortunately, he couldn't maintain the position. They told Castroneves now, by the way, you can use push to pass all the way home.
And that one position for Dixon just gave him a 3-point advantage over Castroneves. So every point is going to count at the end of the season.
So that's Hunter-Reay running in 6th, Chilton behind him in 7th, Castroneves taking a look, running in 8th position. Rahal is in 9th, Dixon now up to 10th.
Hunter-Reay looks like he's recovered now. He's checked away from Max Chilton, but Chilton is now in the clutches of Castroneves. If he gets that position, it's going to close that gap to Dixon back down to 1 point in the championship.
And I can only think, Paul, that just when Hunter-Reay went wide in that one corner, that the amount of pickup on his tires, it took him a full lap to get it cleaned up and fall back into the groove and get back on pace. Luckily for Joseph Newgarden, Connor Daly's pretty quick. I mean, he's turning high 101s, low 102s. And so it's really not hurting Newgarden very much. Look at how dirty the track is.
Stay there where we are. We're okay on fuel, though.
We just heard from Cindric. He said, stay where we are. The pace of these guys in front is good enough to maintain that gap for 2 more laps. So don't get in any urgency, get mixed up with these 2 guys.
Yeah, they could come together. You don't want to be right behind them if they come together and take you out, because Newgarden's gap right now is safe.
Well, especially with Takuma Sato.
There you go.
There's Cindric telling him, just like you, Kevin, be careful. Sato's got 30 laps almost on those reds.
But will this allow Alexander Rossi to close in a little bit?
White flag here, white flag.
1 more to go for Joseph Newgarden. The gap at the line is still very comfortable.
And this is where you have to be careful. Lap to go, 2 hard chargers with Sato and Daly. Daly gonna go for it if he's got a chance, and Newgarden just has to protect.
Rossi on the push to pass, so he's trying to close this gap down in the last couple corners. Can he get there? Can he close this gap? He's definitely closed down a little bit.
Newgarden wants them to be on it. He doesn't want to have to deal with him. Go quickly. Help me keep Alexander Rossi at bay, about 2 seconds behind. Sato, Daly, trying to stay on their giddy up. Stay in their race and stay out of the leader's way.
2 more corners to go.
He's got it.
Joseph Newgarden uses strategy to his advantage. The yellow works in his favor, and the championship is even tighter. Joseph Newgarden has won again on the streets of Toronto.
Hey boys, how about that? Great car, great stop.
And now we watch how the rest of them come through. Rossi in second, Hinchcliffe, a great run for Marco Andretti, who is going to finish in 4th position. Simon Pagenaud, the pole sitter, will come home in 5th. And then Ryan Hunter-Reay is going to get a 6th place position. Chilton, 7th. Castroneves has to settle for 8th after dominating the early stages of this race. And the championship leader, Scott Dixon, comes home in 10th. His points lead is 3. Entertaining today. These fans enjoyed this one.
Canadian fans cheering on Hinch making the podium, but it's 2 young American drivers on the top 2 steps.
Back-to-back podiums for Hinch in his hometown, so that's a great result. No rain. It's definitely coming, but it sure made the race entertaining. It made a lot of strategy. Guys were making calls based on when that rain was going to come.
This is also the best finish for Alexander Rossi, other than his Indianapolis 500 win. He comes home in 2nd, but the day belongs to Team Penske and Joseph Newgarden at Toronto.